So the IU School of Medicine OBGYN department is really, as leaders in women's health, we're fully engaged in all three areas of women's health. We're engaged in outstanding clinical care. We also participate in education in terms of training the next generation of physicians and women's health providers. And we're also engaged in cutting-edge research.
Here at the Indiana School of Medicine, we have the PREGMED group that studies medicines in obstetrics and gynecology patients and in neonates and pediatrics to look at the changes in pharmacokinetics and the effect of drugs on the fetuses and the mothers, and how pharmacokinetics or the disposition of drugs changes during pregnancy.
IUPUI has a comprehensive research portfolio, so we have everything from medicine and health sciences, engineering, liberal arts, public policy, creative, visual arts in the Herring School of Design. A lot of the emphasis of research at IUPUI is on applied research, particularly research that involves our local community in Indianapolis and Indiana.
The New Mom to Be study is a study that began back in 2011, and it's one of the largest cohorts of nulliparous women that we have to date. We enrolled about 800 women here at IU alone. We're looking at is any factors that might have contributed throughout a woman's pregnancy to any adverse pregnancy outcomes, like preeclampsia, low birth weight, fetal demise, preterm birth. And what we're looking for are any links that might tell us what can we do to impact and change those adverse pregnancy outcomes for women in the future. It's about 10,000 women in total, about 800 or so that are here at IU, and we're looking for any links between adverse pregnancy outcomes in pregnancy and cardiovascular health later on in life. Pregnancy is sometimes referred to as the first stress test of a woman, and so we're looking to see if women who develop hypertensive issues later on in life also had hypertensive issues in pregnancy.
I signed up to participate in this study because I wanted to help improve the health of women in the future. I know that without people like me volunteering for research, that the researchers wouldn't be able to gather important information. I know that being in research can seem kind of daunting, but it was actually really fun and rewarding. It's great to think that I have a role in helping medicine in the future, and I actually connected a lot with the research team throughout the study. They were with me for my entire pregnancy and even after.
Being high risk, being a little bit advanced in age, and being my first baby, I think I would have some valuable information to pass along to other women my age and situation.
The IMPROVE study is a placebo-controlled, double-blinded, randomized clinical trial that is comparing two forms of misoprostol for labor induction. We're currently recruiting, so we don't have findings right now. However, we expect them by the end of 2017.
So I'm currently the coordinator of the betamethasone study. This is actually the third phase of this study. The first phase, we recruited 61 patients, the second one about 160, and our goal with this one is 200 participants. We just started this past August, and what we're really looking at is a pharmacokinetic and pharmacogenetic study, in that we want to know how does mom metabolize the betamethasone so that all babies have the best possible outcome when they are born. Because right now everybody has the same dose with the same time frame, and some infants do great at birth, others not so much, and we're trying to figure out what the difference is. This does lead then into our second study, which is called BUILD. We just launched that last week, and we're very proud of this. What we're looking at is that over the next year, we want to follow these infants and find out how their lungs have actually developed as a result of receiving the betamethasone in utero.
The Building Blocks Pregnancy Biobank is a longitudinal bank of pregnancy samples from pregnant women throughout their pregnancies. It's also placenta and cord blood samples from the babies once they are delivered.
The IU School of Medicine is a fantastic place to work. It's very progressive and innovative. We're always on the cusp of developing new treatments and medical approaches to improving people's lives. So what we're doing here contributes to improving lives across the world.
I love coming into work knowing that I get to make a difference in the lives of women, whether that's through clinical care and delivering babies or doing surgeries or taking care of women in clinic. whether it's through influencing the next generation of physicians by giving them knowledge or surgical techniques to the residents and students, or whether it's really performing research that becomes part of clinical practice later to really improve the outcomes of the lives of women and their health.